Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka DJ Ville, and this is the 10 designer fragrances you would keep for life. I'm a little late to the game, so I had to think of something that I could do that would be a little interesting to change it up a bit. What I came up with is I'm going to add 10 albums that I would keep if I had to get rid of the rest of my collection, and I've linked them to the fragrance. So let's see how that turns out. Stay tuned. All right, so first up, one of my favorite fragrances of all time, Body Kouros YSL. This is incense, eucalyptus, sage. It is modern, but still kind of classic, and it's got a uniqueness to it. And it's just something that I'm gonna always have in my collection, and I think it's gonna never go out of style. The album I linked to this is 1999 by Prince. Why did I pick 1999 by Prince? It is a unique album sonically. It is an album that represents him using the Linn drum for production, which really hadn't been done by him or a lot of other artists before this album dropped. It is an album that has high quality songs and a lot of underground songs in addition to, you know, the pop hits. So I linked this with one of my favorite fragrances of all time. So Body Kouros YSL, 1999 by Prince. Next up on the list, great fragrance. I'll always have it in my collection. One of the most versatile fragrances ever made in my personal opinion, very masculine. Grey Vetiver, Tom Ford, EDP. It is citrus and vetiver done to perfection in my personal opinion. It works in all settings, all scenarios, and it is a classy vetiver frag. I think every man should have this in their fragrance, and I'll never be without this fragrance. Now, the album I linked to this fragrance is none other than Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. I picked this one because no matter what the audience is, if you're a DJ, whether they are American, European, Japanese, what have you, you can play Off the Wall, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, I Can't Help It, Get on the Floor, rock with you, and it's gonna have the same reaction. It's gonna work, period. So, Tom Ford Grey Vetiver, Michael Jackson Off the Wall. From the house of Christian Dior, Sauvage Parfum. This is the 2012-2013 release. This is a modern, masculine, gentleman fragrance. I don't know if this is gonna work for the younger heads, but it is a great fragrance nonetheless, and I suggest you check it out if you've never put your nose on it. This is like incense, myrrh, and lime. Incredible, incredible fragrance. In my opinion, performs incredibly. You need to have this one, okay? The fragrance I connected to this, the album I connected to this fragrance is none other than Kinda Blue, Miles Davis. If you like jazz, or if you think about getting into jazz and you want an album that acts as a great introduction into like chill, cool out type jazz, Kinda Blue by Miles Davis is the gold standard. I highly recommend it. So, Sauvage Parfum, Miles Davis Kinda Blue. From the house of Christian Dior, Dior Homme Cologne. This is one of the best lemon-based fragrances I've smelled, period. Hands down, designer or niche. People talk about Allure Homme Edition Blanche. I like this a lot better, and I have both. So I really highly recommend this fragrance, and this would be one I would keep if I had to get rid of all the rest. The album that I linked to this is none other than People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm from Tribe Called Quest. This is their first release. I've got sonic memories with this album. Push It Along, Lucky Lucienne, Footprints, Can I Kick It, Bonita Applebum, Devoted to the Art of Moving Butts. It's just a great hip hop album with the classic boom bap feel, and I'll always have this in my collection. So Tribe Called Quest, People's Instinctive Travels, Dior Homme Cologne, Another fragrance from the house of Christian Dior. This is the highly slept on Dune. Incredible fragrance. This is like a woody floral fragrance. For me, I always say this reminds me of motor oil, sand, and fabric softener sheets. I know that's a really, really weird combination, but that's the vibe I get from this fragrance. It's an understated fragrance that actually performs really well if you get the earlier formulation. It's kind of got mass appeal, but nobody really knows about it. So what can you say? This is a fragrance that more people should have in their collection. I think a lot of folks should really enjoy it. So the album I linked to this fragrance is none other than Exodus by Bob Marley. I picked this LP because if I had to have one reggae album, what would it be? You know, I was third world steel pulse. I was going through some artists and I said, Exodus, Bob Marley. Classic LP. Everybody knows about Bob Marley and most folks know these songs, but I don't know if everybody has this album in their collection. So that's another reason why I chose this album to go along with this fragrance. So Exodus, Bob Marley, Dune, Christian Dior. One of my favorite fragrances of all time, Donna Karan Unleaded Fuel. For those that don't know, Donna Karan had two releases. One was called Fuel and the other was called Unleaded Fuel. This is Unleaded Fuel. I believe this is the second release. Dropped in about 1995. No longer in production. Hard to find, but a great, great fragrance. I consider this fragrance to kind of be like a progressive GQ type fragrance. It's got cardamom, it's got basil, it's got tobacco. It's a really, really, man, killer fragrance. You know, when people say cardamom, they tend to think of La Nuit, Cologne by YSL. This has got cardamom, but cardamom in this fragrance is done a little bit different. It's done more in a GQ way than a sexy way. And I will always have this fragrance in my collection. It's one of my favorites of all time. And the album that I chose to go along with Donna Karan Unleaded is none other than Beautiful Tomorrow by Blue Six. This is a really forward, sexy house / electronic album. This is one of the best in its genre, and if you've ever thought about getting into house music and maybe you thought house music was a little too noisy, it was so monotonous, I don't really dig it, this is house music done right with structure, song, vocals. Check this album out. So Donna Karan Unleaded and Beautiful Tomorrow, Blue Six. One of the best fragrances of all time, smell-wise and conceptual. Fahrenheit, Christian Dior. This fragrance dropped in like 1989 and it was one of a kind, and I still believe it's one of a kind. It's got this really unique petroleum note that kind of comes from the violet, but it's also got like tobacco, leather, some other notes going on in this fragrance, but the violet note is like the prominent note that everybody knows this fragrance for. Classic. I will always have Fahrenheit. And oh, by the way, what do I have here? Twist off top, splash, EDT, so you know the formulation that I'm working with. All right, so really, really nice fragrance. I'll always have it again. The LP or album that I linked to this fragrance is one of the best albums of all time, none other than Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. One of the best soul albums ever made. I think it dropped in 1976. It was a double LP. It's got hit after hit after hit on it. Great music, great album. If you don't have anything by Stevie Wonder and you've thought about picking up a Stevie Wonder album, Songs in the Key of Life, all right, to go along with one of the best fragrances of all time, Fahrenheit, Christian Dior. From the house of Jill Sander, Feeling Man. This has got raspberry, it's got tonka, it's got tobacco. This fragrance really reminds me of fragrances like Valentino V, Gucci MV, and Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. They're all different fragrances, but they all kind of have this same vibe. They all kind of sit in the same lane. They've kind of got this warm, balmy, cozy, kind of sexy vibe to them, smooth vibe to them, and this is no different. Incredible fragrance. This is discontinued, but you can still find it. It's a little pricey now, but I really enjoy this one. So the LP or album that I linked to Jill Sander Feeling Man is a kind of a, it's not unknown. It's known to like the beat diggers and the guys that, you know, do hip hop and DJs, but a lot of common folk don't really know this album. It's called Action by the Blackbyrds. Great soul album. It's got 3 incredible cuts on it that have been sampled. It's got Dreaming of You, Mysterious Vibes, and Soft and Easy. Slipped my mind for a second. Soft and Easy. If you can get those songs via download on any, whatever source you use, if you can find those 3 cuts, trust me, you will love those 3 cuts. If you like soulful music, great. Dreaming About You, Soft and Easy, Mysterious Vibes. Fragrance to go along with that, Jill Sander, Feeling Man, album, Action by the Blackbyrds. From the house of Cartier, Roadster. 2008 release, incredible mint and vanilla designer fragrance. It's bright, it's cozy, alluring, a little sexy, but you know, just more of a smooth, mellow type fragrance. Even though it is bright, it's got this chill vibe to it, pun the mint, but I really enjoy it. I'll always have it in my collection. And the album that I linked to this fragrance is Embrya by Maxwell. All right. I've had a lot of nice experiences with this LP or album. If you are married and you're going to have a romantic moment with your significant other, put this album on and let it play all the way through. I can't guarantee anything, but I'm pretty sure you're going to have a very nice, fond memory of this album. I think you will really come to enjoy this album. It's kind of got a sexy, soulful, with a little bit of electronic type feel to it. One of Maxwell's best and most slept on albums, in my own opinion. Embrya, Maxwell, Cartier Roadster. And lastly is Marc Jacobs by Marc Jacobs. Really well done fig designer fragrance. It's a sweet, kind of a fruity fig fragrance, but it's not too sweet. It's kind of got a lightness to it, even though it's got the sweetness to it, which kind of sounds like a contradiction, but it actually does. I really enjoyed it. I'll always have this fragrance in my collection. Marc Jacobs by Marc Jacobs. And the LP I linked to this is an artist most people know and love, Sade, Stronger Than Pride. If you don't have any of her music and you want to jump into her catalog, this is probably the best album to jump into her music with. You got the title track, Stronger Than Pride. You've got Keep Looking, Nothing Can Come Between Us. Really well done album. It's nice, you know, lyrics, music, sonics. Really enjoy it. So that's my list, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Later.